Hi, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to explain to you in this video what the posterior chain is and why it is so important and what you can do to strengthen it. And if you like this video, please click the like button. Please leave your comments below and share this video. Hit the notification bell so you won't miss any of my future weekly video release. Please also subscribe to this channel. This is completely free of charge but will help the channel to grow. Thank you. So what exactly is the posterior chain? Well, the posterior chain refers to all the muscles on the back side of the body, from the back of your head all the way down to your heels. The primary posterior chain muscles include the glutes, the hamstrings, erector spinae, and the calves. The posterior chain also includes muscles in the upper body, such as the trapezius, lats, and the rhomboids. So what does the posterior chain do for us? The posterior chain is so important because it is the total powerhouse. It includes some of the biggest and strongest muscles in the entire body. The muscles in the posterior chain plays a huge role in everyday's activity, such as picking up something off the ground, sitting down, and standing back up, or jumping. Each of the posterior chain muscles function independently, but they also work synergistically as a kinetic chain. But don't get me wrong, it is important to have a strong anterior chain too. All the muscles on the front side of your body, including your chest, core, quads. However, with today's unhealthy lifestyle of sitting, lends itself towards an anterior chain dominant body, resulting in muscle imbalances between your anterior and posterior chains. And this can result in postural dysfunction, thus increasing the risk in injuries such as lower back pain. That is why it is about time that we appreciate what a strong posterior chain can do to keep us strong, healthy, and injury-free in both sports and life. Developing the pecs, abs, and biceps, aka the beach muscles, might make you look good, at least from the front. But it is the muscles on your backside that are most responsible for producing power, helping you dominate in sports and in the gym, and keeping you injury-free. Now let's have a look at the benefits of having a strong functional posterior chain. Well, first, improved posture. A weak posterior chain can lead to slouching, and this can lead to a tight chest. And without strong back muscles to pull back your shoulder blades and keep you upright, you end up looking permanently hunched over. So by strengthening your posterior chain, you can build better posture and even instill a sense of physical confidence. Having a strong posterior chain can also help to reduce injury risks. For example, when there's an imbalance between the quads and hamstring strength and size, the knees becomes unstable, and you become susceptible to lower body injuries such as ACL tear. And you can run faster too. Stronger hamstrings and glutes equal more powerful legs. Furthermore, if you run regularly, you want to bulletproof your posterior chain to keep your ankle, knee, and hip joints healthy to reduce the risk of injury. Having a strong posterior chain can help to improve your lifts. In CrossFit and Olympic weightlifting, you are doing movements like the snatch and the clean, which requires a lot of power. So strengthening your hamstrings will help you to become more explosive in these movements. A strong posterior chain can help to enhance your resting metabolic rate. This is because muscles are metabolically active and the posterior chain comprises large muscle groups such as the glutes and hamstrings. So, how do you know if you have a weak posterior chain? Well, here is a quick test. If you have a weak posterior chain, you can actually see it by looking at your side profile in the mirror. Are you rounded forward? Do you have an anterior pelvic tilt? If so, it is time for you to work on your posterior chain muscles. Because the posterior chain is made up of so many muscle groups, you need to work on different parts of the posterior chain throughout the week. Let's take a look at some of the best posterior chain exercises like back squats, deadlifts, lunges, kettlebell swings, glute bridges, calf raises, bent over rows, and pull-ups. But before you start adding these movements into your routine, form matters. For instance, deadlifting improperly can have the exact opposite effect from what you're trying to achieve. There are so many posterior chain exercises, but I find body weight and kettlebell workout to be extremely versatile. I'm going to demonstrate to you some of the best posterior chain exercises using body weight and kettlebells that you can do anywhere. Please make sure that you're adequately warm up before this session. Warm up for 5 to 10 minutes with a moderate cardio workout and some dynamic stretches. Now the first exercise I'm introducing to you is the kettlebell swings, which are best known for building explosive hip strength while targeting the glutes, hamstrings and quads. It also requires a strong core and upper body strength. Set the kettlebell on the floor, stand over it with your feet shoulder width apart. Flex your hip back and bend your knees as you tip your torso forward to pick up the kettlebell with both hands, making sure that your shoulders are retracted. Now squeeze your glutes to extend the hips and swing the kettlebell out in front of your body at chest height. Then reverse the move and swing through your legs to repeat. Next, hip thrust. Hip thrust is a great exercise for your glutes. You can perform the hip thrust with either a barbell or kettlebell. I'm demonstrating to you in this video the kettlebell version. Place your kettlebell between your legs. Start by gripping the kettlebell with both hands. Soften your knees and let your hips come back. Then extend your hips forward. Drive the kettlebell forward and up. Pause momentarily at the top and then slowly come back down and then repeat. Next, the Romanian deadlift. Again, you can perform this exercise with a barbell, dumbbell or kettlebells. This move specifically targets the hamstrings and glutes. Stand with your feet shoulder width apart. Use an overhand grip to hold a kettlebell or dumbbell in each hand, or use both hands to grasp a barbell. Grip should be shoulder width apart. Pull your shoulders back and down and keep your back flat. Push your hips back and gradually bend your knees to lower your weight towards your feet. You should feel a stretch in the hamstrings. Keep the kettlebells, dumbbells or bar close to your legs. Reverse the move by pressing your hips forward and returning to the starting position while keeping the weight close to the body. The next posterior chain exercise is the kettlebell goblet squats. Grab a kettlebell or dumbbell and hold it at chest level with your elbows under the wrists. The weight should be close to the chest with the shoulder blades together and placed down and back. This is what we call scapular retraction and depression. Set your feet at hip width apart with your toes pointing forward or slightly turned out. With your core engaged, sit your hips down and over the heels, making sure to pull your groins down between your thighs. As you descend, be sure that you support your waist so that they stay above your chest line. Pause at the bottom of the squat. This will help you to establish better stability, control, and even mobility at the bottom of the squat. Now slowly return to the start position and then repeat. Next, bodyweight inverted rows. The inverted row is a great core exercise that can build size and strength in your back without picking up a weight. This is more than just a back exercise. It is a total body move and a great way to teach your body proper posture. When you set up for the row, you want to create a straight line from your torso to your feet, and that requires more work than you think to keep your entire midsection in proper position. You know by now to keep your abs tight, but in truth, that is not going to give you that straight line. You will need to squeeze your glutes too to drive your pelvis and hips into a neutral position. Keep your glutes and abs tight for the entire lift of the sets. Next, pull-ups. The pull-ups targets the lats, trapezius, rhomboids, rear shoulders, and erector spinae, that is all the upper posterior chain muscles. Pull-up requires a lot of upper body strength and are challenging for those new to the exercise. So you can start by using an assisted pull-up machine or with the assistance of a resistance band. Strengthening the posterior chain muscles is just one piece of this kinetic puzzle. For optimal functioning, you also need to perform exercises that stretch these muscle groups. Here are 3 moves to help to increase your flexibility in the glutes, hamstrings, calves, and your upper body muscles. The seated figure of 4 stretches the glutes and the surrounding muscles. Sit tall in a sturdy chair that won't slip. Your feet should be hip width apart. Lift your right ankle and place it on the left leg, above the knee. Place your hands on the left shin and lean forward until you feel a stretch in the right glute. Hold the stretch for 30 to 60 seconds. Return the right foot to the floor and repeat with the left leg. The standing hamstring stretch targets the hamstrings and to a lesser degree the calves and the glutes. Stand tall with your feet together, arms by your sides, step forward with your right foot and flex it towards you. Engage the core muscles and bend at the waist. Reaching your hands towards your right toes, stop when you feel a stretch. You can place your hands on the upper part of your right thigh. Hold this position for 30 to 60 seconds. Slowly return to the starting position and repeat with the left leg. Alternatively, you can do the stretch with your feet together to stretch both legs at the same time. The downward facing dog is a yoga pose that targets the hamstrings, glutes, shoulders, and calves. It also provides a stretch for the arms and quads. Get onto your hands and knees with hands under wrists and knees under hips. Hands should be shoulder width apart and feet hip distance apart. Tighten your abdominal muscles, press your weight into the hands and tuck your toes while lifting your knees. Bring your tailbone towards the ceiling while lengthening the spine. Your arms should be fully extended and head in line with the upper arms. Press your heels towards the mat and hold this position for 30 to 60 seconds. Make sure your weight is evenly distributed. So incorporating posterior chain strength and flexibility exercises into your overall routine is critical for athletic performance, good back health, and proper posture. If you have any question about how to perform these moves, consider working with a certified personal trainer or physiotherapist. Thank you for watching until the end. If you like this video, please click the like button. Please leave your comments below and share this video. Hit the notification bell so you won't miss any of my future weekly video release. Please also subscribe to this channel. This is free of charge but will help the channel to grow. If you're interested in improving your health and fitness or losing weight, if you suffer from or wish to prevent back pain, please take a look at my book, which is now available from Amazon worldwide. Thank you.